Hello, Object Show friendos. Hope you're all doing well. Taking care of yourselves. Feeling awesome. Or as awesome as you could possibly feel. If you've been feeling too awesome, I hope you feel more awesome soon. Mikey Bly back again with another episode of Object Show Roundup. And oh my word, there's so many things. There's just so many things to go over today. We got a whole bunch of episodes of things to talk about. We got a whole bunch of updates. There's a whole bunch of other stuff coming up in the coming week as well. Oh geez. Kicking off summer with just all of the things, apparently. But quick little few updates. Well, I guess I'll call these Mikey updates before we get started on other stuff. A new episode of Object Show Spotlight was released a few days ago. You may or may not have spotted that happening. And we talked about Eyeball Battle Show by DoggyArts. And it was a very fun time. And a big thank you as well to DoggyArts for actually sharing the video and hanging around and watching it. Really appreciate that. Looking forward to talking about EBS now as well going forwards. Just keep adding object shows to the pile. Just what I do. So if you haven't checked that Spotlight video out yet, maybe pop on over there and check it out if you want. It's up to you. Everything's up to you. Everything is your choice. And also next week is the live stream, Object Show Roundup live stream, which I still haven't planned anything for. I've got nothing. I've got zero. I do have one little idea kicking around though. If a certain thing happens in the next week, then we might do that thing. Why am I? I don't know why I'm being cagey about it. No, you know what? I'm not going to mention it because if it doesn't pan out, then I don't want to have already said it, and then we don't do it. If the thing does happen, I'll make a post about it. So I guess keep your eye on the feed and see if I post anything in the next week or so. If not, it's going to be just going live and just chatting, I suppose. But we'll see how it goes. I still think it's going to be a fun opportunity to like kind of do a kind of like a real-time hangout session with everybody who wants to come hang out and maybe ask questions. Probably going to get some object show suggestions thrown at me. I'll add them to the pile. I don't know when I'll get to them, but I'll add them to the pile. I'm sure that'll happen. But yeah, it's going to be interesting because I haven't really live streamed on YouTube. I think I did it once. And it was absolutely ages ago, and I can't totally remember how it went. So I think I streamed. What did I do? I think I might have played Portal, maybe. I don't know. I can't quite remember. It was so long ago. Anyway, we'll just figure it out as we go. I've got to do some setting up at least of my software to make sure I can actually, connect to YouTube and do the live thing. So I have to make sure that works. Probably should do that before the live stream's meant to start. Probably. So if you see a test live stream happen sometime during the week, it's just me farting around and trying to make sure everything works. So don't worry. You won't have seen it. It won't actually exist. Nope, for sure not. Also, counting down to the trip to New York for the BFDI II tour. That's, oh geez, it's only 2 and a bit weeks away. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Really, really excited to see the episodes. Well, I mean, it's going to be, it'll be a teapot. I don't know which teapot. It'll be a teapot, and it will be episode 6 of season 4 of Inanimate Insanity. Will be presumably the one at New York, where it does say it'll be one of the II4 episodes being shown at the BFDI Animate Insanity tour. So yes, considering that's the next episode, if you count how many have already been released, that kind of makes sense that episode 6 will be the one shown during the first half of the tour. And yeah, there we go. Let's just kind of confirm what we assumed anyway, that they're going to show one episode the first 4 dates, I'd assume, and then another episode the second 4 dates. And they release episode 6 on YouTube before the second half of the tour starts, because obviously people need to go and watch that episode before they go to the tour to watch the next episode. But yeah, let's take a closer look at that episode title though, huh? Point of No Return? Oh. That sounds just a little bit ominous, doesn't it now? And the whole don't trust them? Well then. Interesting. Is this the calm down corner where this stuff's been written. I think that's what this is, the calm down corner. Where contestants and other people get sent to calm down if they've got a little bit feisty. So I think that's what's going on with this bit. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happened after the cliffhanger ending of episode 5. And like every episode this season has had a cliffhanger to wrap it up with. So I imagine that's probably going to continue. But hey, we'll see, I suppose. I guess that'll be the one I get to sit down in a theatre and watch. That wasn't the only AnimationEpic update we got, though, because Inanimate Insanity Season 1, Episode 12 Remaster also came out on Friday. Yeah, Crappy Anniversary remained called Crappy Anniversary. It was one of the ones I was a little bit unsure about because they've really, with the remaster, they've dropped a lot of the swearing because they used to say crap a lot more. They removed a couple of the jokes that don't quite land anymore. But Crappy Anniversary, still called Crappy Anniversary. And you better believe we're going to be talking about that episode. Oh my word. I'm not going to give anything away, but holy jeez. If you haven't watched it yet, it's out, it's ready, go for it, go watch it. It is actually a really fun episode as well. And I'm really excited to dig into this one. And so here's the thing, kind of teetering away from just talking about this specifically. Because I already said the live stream next weekend wasn't going to include any episode discussions, right? But that involves, I use clips from the shows and screenshots and stuff, and I didn't want to try and plug too much of that stuff into a live stream thing. So what I might do, or try and do anyway, is get like a mid/coming up to the end of next week episode of OSR out, because I might have a few things to talk about. It means I'm going to have to put a lot of notes together pretty quickly, but if I motivate myself enough, I'm pretty sure I can do it, and this will be one of the things we talk about, for sure. So I'm going to try. I'll try my best. I don't want to say I can guarantee it, because it just depends on other things and how busy I get. But if I don't manage to get an episode of OSR out before the live stream, I have vacation starting after next weekend. So at the day the live stream's happening, I'm then on vacation for 3 weeks. Some of that time is going to be in New York, but that first full week off, I'll really, really put some time aside to try and catch up on stuff if I do fall behind a bit. So I do have a backup plan. I have a plan, I've got a backup plan. And sorry, AnimationEpic, I totally wandered away from the II discussion. This is a good remaster episode. Go check it out if you haven't watched it yet. Okay, and another soundtrack release. Yay! D&GFE 1 soundtrack is out on the old Spotify's. I will pop a link to that in the description. I always say this. You always know it's going to be there, but I always like to reaffirm that I do it. So I will pop that link down if you want to grab a copy of that soundtrack. It is parental advisory, though. Do you know what I really like about this? What I really like about this is the kind of old school vibes it's got going on. Those parental advisory stickers with explicit content. I don't know, actually, because I haven't actually bought a new CD in forever. Is that still a thing? It throws me so back. It throws me so far back years to see that kind of thing. Anyway, I'm sure I love the music in D&GFE. Well, so many object shows have absolutely fantastic soundtracks, right? And sometimes they don't get highlighted enough. It's what we talked about in the last episode when I was talking about the Fight for Fortune soundtrack being out as well. So it's so nice whenever you get a proper chance to just grab a copy of a soundtrack, because it's a big part of the show. So yeah, anyway, go check that soundtrack out if you want to. So when I was talking about trying to get an episode of OSR out before the live stream happens, this is one of the other things that might happen. It's Time for Her is coming back for another episode. I mean, why not? Why the heck not? And we haven't really talked about the first episode of It's Time for Her, actually, so it might be a good opportunity to talk about both of those, actually. So we'll see when this actually ends up landing. But if it's any time in the next few days, yeah, I'm going to start, things are going to start piling up, and I'm going to start getting stressed, which is daft. I don't need to get stressed. It's like, I can only talk about things when I get the time to talk about them, but like my brain's like, I've got to do it. It's out. I've got to do the thing. I've got to talk about it. So I'll try not to panic too much about not getting stuff done immediately. But you know, when I know that stuff's coming out, and in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, but this other thing might be coming out soon too. I need to learn how to switch off. You know, my brain has just become like just object shows and nothing else. I need to learn to like go. It's fine. It's fine. Take a breath. Deep breaths. But yeah, it's time for episode 2. Why not? Excited to see that one, derpadon. Jeez, thanks. That wasn't meant to sound sarcastic, but it came out that way. No, I'm sure it's actually going to be really fun, though. And hey, look at the immaculate timing on this. Just after I'd finished doing all of my eyeball battle show stuff and spotlight and everything. EBS 5, the biggest episode yet. And we'll be releasing next month, so sometime in July. Okay, cool. July's looking like it's gonna be a busy month. This whole biggest episode yet thing feels very Jack and Jellyfy because they kept saying like, "This is the biggest episode of TPOT yet. This is the biggest episode of BFDI yet." It just feels like that a direct reference to them saying that. But no, you're allowed to say it's your biggest episode yet if it is. There's nothing. It's like the most votes ever kind of joke. But yeah, it was really fun to see this announcement come out. I just wrapped up my EBS video, so like this is just awesome. This is what I was hoping as well, because there's always a little bit in the back of my head when I'm getting stuff ready to do a spotlight episode. I know I've only done 3 of them, but whenever I am getting ready, in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, but what if another episode suddenly comes out when I'm in the middle of putting stuff together? And you know what? That happened when I was getting the Dibs stuff put together. So I had to kind of go, well, I have to add another episode of Dibs to the pile now. That's kind of why the Dibs spotlight's the longest, and probably will be for a while, actually. But this is the time, and yes, BFPOR. I kind of planned that one around knowing that the new episode was going to be coming out at the Colorado Hangout. So I kind of timed that one. But for EBS, it's like I honestly didn't know when news about 5 was going to come out. So that one just worked out pretty good timing-wise. I'll definitely get hammered in the future at some point. I'll be in the middle of doing notes for something and another episode will come out. But it's fine. For now, I'm going to appreciate the timing being good. Thanks, DoggyArts, for not releasing episode 5 when I was in the middle of talking about the other ones. I'm sure you had me in mind the whole time. All right, well, Jack and Jellyfy have continued to drop the TPOT hints. So the TPOT 23 hints, I mean. So we did have a teaser image of Grassy wandering away, riding away on the horse. Not long ago. Now we got this one, which is, you know, it's all of the contestants from the end of TPOT 22 when they, you know, escaped the elimination area and everything, but then they were falling upwards because they all had the gravity flipped. Anyway, so that's where we are with them. So we're obviously going to see a good bunch of them. But yeah, the whole what is happening in the middle there? That's interesting. There's a lot of fun things going on in this picture though. Especially Pin hold on to Icy. Oh, that's sweet. But so this is what makes me think that TPOT 23 is going to be landing like in the next few days. I feel like with VidCon and Michael and Kerry being at VidCon, that TPOT 23 is either going to get surprisingly like a shadow dropped at VidCon maybe, and then be up on YouTube after VidCon's done. It's just like that's a possibility. Who knows? It's another one of those things, though, because when I record on a Saturday and upload on a Sunday, the amount of stuff that happens between me doing this recording and then me uploading this video, so many things usually can happen. And you've probably seen it before in some of my videos where I'll post a comment under my video saying, and of course, this thing ended up happening after I'd finished recording and editing this video. So I feel like this might be another one of those scenarios. But we'll just see. Maybe that's not going to happen. Maybe we do have to wait a little bit longer for it, you know? I mean, one thing's for sure, TPOT 23 is going to drop before the tour, because we also got this update. Here's your first look at TPOT 24, one of the TPOT episodes being shown at the BFDI and Inanimate Insanity 2026 tour. So it's the same kind of like post that AnimationEpic made about episode 6 of Inanimate Insanity Season 4. And that's the next episode in their run. So if this is what's being advertised for the tour, I don't know why I'm... if this is what's been advertised for the tour, then that means this is coming out before the tour. And it just says coming soon. Whereas this one specifically says showing at the tour. So that means the whole 3-episode arc that's going to wrap up this story with one is going to be done by the time the tour ends. And I'm sure I mentioned that thought at some other point, didn't I? I'm sure I threw that out a while ago, that idea. So yes, we're going to get TPOT 23, 24, and 25. All before the tour was done. Well, during the tour, I mean. So it's going to start with 23, I think in the next week or so. And then 24 and 25 at the tour. And then that's it. The one story is going to be done. And then I guess TPOT just moves on from there somehow. I still don't know what they're going to do with the story there. But it's going to be interesting either way. And anyway, sorry, we didn't even talk about the actual teaser image of what's going on here with the TPOT 24. So this, we know Pencil got sent back to the beginning of BFDI again by Warren in exchange for the power that she took. So this is Pencil still not learning any lessons at all. This is Pencil saying, curse you, Buck, it's all your fault that Free Smart fell apart and I've got no friends anymore in TPOT. So Pencil's essentially, in my view, just going to ensure that Buck never joins Free Smart in the first place. Yep, and that's going to change a whole bunch of stuff. So that's going to be really interesting to see how that affects things. I feel like we're going to have another one of those time-shifty, time-warpy kind of episodes, right? Where Pencil does something, messes things up, and it could change the whole trajectory of BFDI until things get fixed, presumably. I don't know, they could do a whole bunch of messing around with things here, and it could totally mess everything up. Oh, jeez, Pencil, what are you doing? I am really excited to see where all of that story goes, though. Pencil, I feel like Pencil's going to have, maybe not though, because I'm just so used to characters having these redemption arcs, especially in BFDI shows. My brain is saying Pencil's going to have the same kind of arc that Flower had in BFB, where Flower ended up, winning, but then giving the prize to Gelatin and just turning over a new petal, So I feel like Pencil's going to have the same kind of thing going on through TPOT. Maybe not for the entire season, but I feel like it's going to happen throughout the season. It's just me being hopeful because I don't like seeing characters go through rough times. We need some joy. And there's no joy in either of these screenshots. It's all doom, gloom, terror, and horror. Dang it. I am still excited, though. Okay, we got an update from Meta on the cool and awesome Object Show. Episode 1 has 10,000 views, and Episode 2 is being written, which is the thing I mainly wanted to point out. But hey, congrats on 10,000 views. That's really cool, really awesome. Big number, be big. But Episode 2 being written, very cool, very awesome. Thank you for that update, Meta. I will keep my eyes open for updates, as always, and share them here, as always. If you haven't watched the Cool and Awesome Object Show Episode 1, by the way, it's really good. We discussed it in the last episode. So go check it out. It's cool. Oh, and hey, look, it's another episode update from nicoguyy this time. Battle for Hot Dog 3 is in production. I love that we are cooking. Please don't let Plate keep that mustache. Some people just don't fit facial hair, sorry, Plate. It just doesn't it just doesn't work on you. But cool. I'm glad you're all cooking over there. All right, and Pancake Animates posted this Malaysian Object Show Week as a program for Malaysian Object Show Week has launched. You can either join or not join. Those are your two choices. Choose wisely. The Malaysian Object Show program aims to increase awareness and appreciation of object shows throughout Malaysia. Become a part of our community and help us share the excitement of object shows with audiences across the country. Very cool little idea. I like this. Yes, there's a few pieces of information to this post. So we have this one. So it's what they are doing is uploading BFKL and BFR highlights and shorts. By the way, BFKL is the new show by the daughter of Pancake. So, and you should check that out. Actually, it's really cute. I will link that in the description. Actually, you should go check that out. Push more foreign viewers, promote newer Malaysian object shows, and doing a collaboration of all selected Malaysian OSC. So it's trying to pull together everybody in that community, in the Malaysian object show community, who like makes stuff and just like kind of highlighting it and trying to bring more awareness. But I think this is an awesome idea to try and bring more awareness to some of the Malaysian object shows. And like I love BFR. Battle for Felicia is really good, and like I said, the first episode of Battle for Kurapol Lacor is really good as well. It's like it's only a minute and a half long. It's just like a mini. It's like it's I think Battle for Grandma, right? It's just like the super short little hit. But it was really fun. So you should check that out. We might chat about that next time anyway. We'll see. I might squeeze it in an episode. But this is awesome. And then we've got also what we can do. So share the BFR BFKL episodes, shorts, and everything. I do that by talking about them on this show, so that's how I guess I do my part. Help BFKL reach 100 likes. I believe it's up to 70 today because I went and watched it and left a like, so I think it's up to 70. Give more motivation to other unreleased Malaysian object shows. Well, this is the thing. When stuff comes across my radar, that's not even the right phrase, but most of what I check out comes through recommendations. So I guess I'll just keep an eye on, because I'm assuming Pancake's going to do most of this kind of through the YouTube channel. So I'll just keep an eye on that and see what else happens to pop up as this goes on. But overall, though, there we go. It's the goals are to gain more object show audience, like gain a bigger audience in Malaysia, gain more worldwide attention for Malaysian object shows, and get the Malaysian OSC popular enough so that they can do fan meetups, which would also be kind of pretty cool because Kat did a Singapore OSC meetup, and you can, if you've got the numbers, you could set them up. You could set them up anywhere, and I always say it's really cool that people in other countries are starting to be able to put these kind of events together to have an OSC hangout, because obviously all the biggest stuff for the longest time was happening in the US because Jack and Jill for AnimationEpic, the big two, they started doing the tours and stuff like that. And it is nice to see other things kind of spawning, right? OSC London hangout, but the tours going to London this year. So they are starting to pop up more, and this would just be another cool one to add to the list. So best luck with this plan, Pancake. I really do hope you gain the traction for Malaysian OSC stuff. I'll be keeping a close eye on things, and go and check out BFKL as well. Like I say, it's a minute and a half long, and it's fun. It's a fun little minute and a half. Go give it a like too. Get those numbers up. All right, we've got another new show to add to the roster today, and it's one that I feel bad about. It took me a long time to get to this one. It took me way longer than it should have, and I apologize profusely to PlatinumComet for this. But yes, I did finally watch the pilot and episodes 1 and 2. Yes, I watched them. They were really fun, and we are going to talk about them all right now. So if you haven't checked these out yet, they're not super long. They're really cool. It's a really fun little concept, and I really enjoyed it. So if you haven't checked them out yet, highly recommend going to check them out. Obviously, I'm going to say spoilers because we're going to talk about, well, the usual things, right? Because it's an object show contest. So we're going to talk about who gets eliminated. We're going to talk about the challenges and all that stuff, character interactions, everything. So if you haven't checked out less and you were planning on it and you don't want this goober ruining all of the episodes for you, probably it's best to skip to the next chapter for now. But hey, you know what? At some point in the future when you have checked it out, maybe swing on back and listen to me gush about this show. Okay, let's dive into this, shall we? So, first things are first. What does LESS actually stand for? What are we doing here?
Hi. Welcome to LESS. That stands for Low Effort Silly Show. Why does this show exist? I'm bored. I want to practice animation. Let's see, for a show I need characters. You? 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 Hi. Welcome to Less. Low efforts. I already said that.
Okay, I see you, Platinum. Animation practice it is. But despite that being the overall reason, I already do feel endeared to these little characters of yours already. It didn't take long. I especially like the double take of them all appearing in the animation void, I guess, where Glassdome shattered the first time, and then we did like a kind of a rewind, and she got saved by Trash Bin and Bar Sign the second time around. That was a nice touch. I like that. Already perhaps seeing some friendships developing here? Or maybe they were already established friendships in the real world? I don't know. We then learn our host's name. Dev. Oh, we do like our fun acronyms around here, don't we? We're also quickly introduced to our contestants as well. Oh, look at that. It's one of Mikey's favourite things. Names and pronouns right off the bat. Love that. Hello, all of you. Looking forward to getting to know you all. After finding out that they've all been created to compete in a show for Dev's amusement, we get quite a range of reactions. Glassdome has a tiny little existential breakdown. Countdown Time amuses on whether what they currently are can even be called living. And Stepstool, well...
And why should we listen to you? Okay, fine. I'll compete. Just bring me back already.
So that was a short-lived rebellion, and I guess everyone will be taking part in the contest. It's not like they really have much of a choice. Now, all we need is a challenge to get us started. Oh, are you kidding? Wait, you know what? Let's hear Dev out. You never know. This could actually be more than it seems to be.
The challenge is very simple. Press this button, and you'll be safe. Okay. This is gonna be harder than I thought. Okay, so you're all incompetent. No one wins immunity. First challenge. Great job, guys. More time needed to adjust. Nah, man, you had one goal. You just had to hit the button, and nobody could do it. So, first round, putting everyone up for elimination. All right, cool.
Nope. It was literally just push the button. And nobody managed to do it. Great start. So let's travel forwards about 2.5 months to episode 1. Yeah, because, that first one was the pilot. And this episode is called Reuse and Recycle. And as Dev is trying to do the intro, Countdown Timer interrupts to remind them that everyone is still kind of dead from the first challenge failure. Except for Countdown Timer, of course, as she has a tough exterior. If Dev had let the challenge run a little bit longer, Countdown Timer might have had a shot at actually winning it. So Dev brings everyone back, and it's time to roll on with the first elimination.
Right, everyone's here. Now it's time for the elimination. 25 votes, and... Ow. What in blank? That can't be right. Wait, and they call us the incompetent ones. Oh yeah, I forgot. This was supposed to be a prize vote. Gotta leave a note for next time.
So, we all get prizes then?
Actually, no. Only you. This works out actually, cause I figured you could use some emotional support, so your prize is this heart plushie. Just don't lose it. Right, now that that's over with, we need a new challenge, and... Are we really doing this again?
Oh wait, not elimination. Prize. Oh, I do agree that Glassdome needed a bit of a pick-me-up. Hopefully the heart plushie helps. And hey, are we really doing the button again? Apparently we are. But this time there's no fighting, as Glassdome just takes the initiative, like straight away. So, yeah. That's that, right?
Okay, now that would have won it for you last time, but the opportunity's passed, so let's have an actual challenge this time. Each of you will only get one shot to hit as close to the center as you can. Whoever gets the closest is safe, and everyone else is up for elimination. That adds up. Satisfactory level. Alright, here we go. Only chance to make a good first impression. You seem pretty hyped just to hit a target. Watch me! Huh! Alright, pal, you think you're such a wise talker? Let's see you do better then. Watch me! Pooh! Not bad for no limbs, eh? Well played. Very well played.
Oh. Hey, Glaston, what's wrong? I don't know. I'm nervous to make this shot. I don't know if I could do it. Hey, it's gonna be okay. Let me guide you. Watch your aim, take the shot, and throw. Ah! I did it! I really did it! Barely, but yeah, you did it. Good job.
Wow, way to take Glassdorm's win away from her, Dev. But at least you did manage to hit the target, which is more than can be said for Barsine. Hope you've got arrow to the wall insurance, Dev. Also, I'm really digging this friendship between Trashbin and Glassdorm. I mean, I hope it's friendship. Not the Trashbin is just trying to make Glassdorm slip up. Right, since Stepstool was the closest to hitting the bullseye, they win immunity. With everyone else up for actual elimination this time. And after that, Dev bids them all a good night and turns out the lights. However that works in this void. So what the heck do they all do until tomorrow?
Wait, they're just gonna leave us here?
Well, where else do you plan on going?
It's dark.
Dark, sure, but I actually kind of like this. That light up there gives me good vibes. In fact, since Boss Dev's gone, what's stopping us from taking the night off? Hey, CT. Active. By any chance you got any smooth tunes on that radio of yours? Affirmative. Loading nighttime jazz. Now this is a vibe I can get behind. Come on, everyone. We got the whole night to ourselves. Well, I'd love to, if I had anything to dance with.
Not to worry, Stepstool. You can dance with me.
Thanks, but I'd rather... What? Hey!
Alright, party time. Glassdorm, are you doing okay? Crying in the club. And what's to do with that mystery light? Could just be a light in the real world. You know, as in Dev's room, but maybe it's something more? Maybe we'll find out in episode 2. Incoming! Look out below! But what the heck kind of episode title is that? Oh, nope. I'm sure that'll be explained soon enough. But first we need to eliminate someone. Actually eliminate someone this time. As Dev's getting all geared up to do that, they find out that the contestants are nowhere to be found.
Hello? Hello? Oh, there they are. And they're asleep. Since when do objects need to... Hey! Ow. Do you know what time it is? Time for you to never do that again! 12:31 p.m. No, stupid. It's time for the elimination.
I could use that kind of wake-up call some mornings. Would definitely get me moving. Angry, but moving. Before Dev can dive into the elimination, they spot a deck of cards on the ground. And Countdown Timer explains that those came from Trashbin, along with another bunch of random items that kept them entertained for the evening. Oh, hi there, wind-up toy. Lovely little it's time for the reference there. And totally not because Platinum voices that character, of course. Love it. Okay, can we do the elimination now? The answer is no, because Stepstool needs a prize for winning immunity first. Ooh, exciting. I wonder what it's going to be.
One singular onion ring.
Well, that sure feels like a generous reward for lending.
And now, everyone else. So here's something funny. We got 25 votes again. And not only that, Countdown Timer and Glass Dome, you're tied for first safe with 5 votes each. The only two not to get 5 votes for the prize, tied with 5 votes in the elimination. Nice. Another day awaits.
Can you bring us down now?
And then there were 2, Bar Sign and Trash Bin.
Wait, what did I do wrong?
Well, you did kinda deliberately sabotage Glass Dome.
What? No, I thought I was being helpful.
And by a 1 vote difference, the last one safe is Trash Bin with 7 votes. Bar Sign, you're the first one out with 8 votes. You know, I'd be more upset about losing, but I also did kind of suck at the challenge. So much for good first impression. Whatever, man. Now what? With your last run officially over, I'm just gonna say this. Enjoy the ride. Wait, what? He's overreacting. He'll be fine.
There was something indescribably hilarious about the line delivery of one singular onion ring. It really got me for some reason. And while Step still recovers from being nearly killed by said onion ring, we say farewell to Bar Sign. Back to the real world and being inanimate, I guess. It would be really fun if they remained alive and aware somewhere after being eliminated, though. Just hanging out in Dev's room being annoying. That might also be me trying to insert some headcanons into the show, because I'm not ready to accept some of these characters just not being alive anymore, because that thought makes me sad. Alright, it's challenge time either way. First things first, this challenge doesn't involve a button, right, Dev?
No.
Okay, good. So what are we doing?
Everyone, stay close together. One by one, take turns riding this zipline as far across the track as possible.
Wait, but what about...
What's that, Trash Bin?
Nothing.
We're going in order of highest to lowest scoring contestant from last time, so Stepstool, you're up first.
Is this safe?
I'll take care of safety, don't worry about it.
I have more of a reason to worry now. Trash Bin, can you... Glass Dome, can you help me up? Oh, okay.
Off we go.
This is such a weirdly designed challenge. I feel like I don't stand a chance.
I befriended the floor again. Once you hit the floor, your position is marked.
Ooh, a high-flying, high-stakes challenge today. And was that, Trash Bin being worried about Glass Dome's chances? After she was accused of trying to sabotage Glass Dome in the last challenge, maybe she's now also worried about that happening again? Oh, no. Anyway, Stepstool seemed to do okay, but since they were the first ones to go, I guess that's kind of hard to judge. The countdown timer goes next and makes it beyond Stepstool's distance, and also tries to sneak in a little bit more distance by moving after landing. Nice try, but Dev ain't letting that slide, and confirms that wherever you land first is where your marker's going to be. Alright, who's going next?
Trash Bin, you're up. Trash Bin, if you want, you can... Oh. Very impressive. Of course, you're also the only one with arms and legs, but whatever, you still did pretty good. Alright, that just leaves Glass Dome.
So high up. Oh, here goes nothing. She's not gonna make it. Phew. You're safe.
Solid landing. Not awarding bonus points for that, though. Trash Bin wins the immunity, countdown timer, Glass Dome, and Stepstool, you're up for elimination.
I can't believe I just did that, but I made it! Thank you, Trash Bin?
Ooh, Trash Bin locked in. And she saved Glass Dome. Oh, and Glass Dome tried her best. She might not be the strongest competitor, but she's given it her all. I love these two. Even if Trashbin did do a disappearing act after the save. So that leaves Countdown Timer, Glass Dome, and Stepstool up for elimination this time round. Tough choice. Tough choice indeed. Actually, anyone but Glass Dome for perhaps obvious reasons. And I think someone else might feel the same way.
Hello? We haven't seen you all day since the challenge ended. This isn't like you. What's going on?
Okay. Alright, cool. I wasn't expecting to be dealing with having emotions watching this. Jeez. Good job, Platinum, you got me. But that is it for Less for now. Unless 3 isn't coming out anytime imminently soon. But the way this story's building up, you bet I'll be checking it out as soon as it does land. For a project that started off as animation practice, it's certainly getting way deeper than I was expecting. I'm not complaining about that though. But yeah, this was really awesome, fun stuff. PlatinumComet, awesome. Go check it out if you haven't watched it yet. It's not going to take a huge chunk out of your day. Very enjoyable. Oh, and hey, look, Grapey's going to VidCon as a creator as well. Check that out. If you somehow see me, you'll know it's me because I'll have some objective merch. It's always a good way to make yourself stand out as someone who makes a show. Then don't be afraid to say hi. You'll definitely see some objective leaks and possibly a never-before-seen episode 2 trailer. Ooh, some VidCon exclusives for people. That's very cool and very awesome. Look at that. VidCon 2026 is going to be flipping massive. Jack and Jellyfy and Grapey. Jeez, you're all spoiled. As a reminder, if you don't know, VidCon is June the 25th to the 27th. So if you do happen to be going, keep an eye out for Grapey, I guess. All right, no time to rest because we are going straight into another new question mark. It's a reboot, actually, of an older show. It is The Broadcast Objective by Sophie Briver and Rith, and it's hosted on the Cascade Collective's channel. So this kept popping up. It's one of those. It's interesting because when I talk about the YouTube feed, this was one of the shows that kept popping up on my homepage. And I'm like, this does look cool. And then I heard about it in a Discord server, and then I got an email about it, and I'm like, I feel like there's some kind of fate working against me here. That is like, you will watch this show. You don't have a choice. I was a bit, I don't want to say dubious about checking it out. It's just because, like, when it comes to shows that have already existed and then get remakes started, it's kind of like, how do I broach this? So with the Inanimate Insanity remaster, you know how we've been doing this kind of side-by-side comparisons, right? With this one, it's more like, I didn't feel like that approach was the way to do it, right? Because the reason I do the side-by-side for the II remaster is still because of that little tiny little part of me that thinks, what if there's some kind of in-universe thing going on with the remaster here? And it's not just them rebooting it with the new animation style. It's actually some story-related stuff going on. Whereas with this, it's like, I feel like I could just enjoy this first new episode and maybe go back and watch the original one at some point, just to kind of see what the deal was with the original release. There was 6 episodes, I believe it's 6, of the original bunch. And I don't know how far through the story they got with 6 episodes. So I'm assuming what happened is they did the 6, and then, like, let's just start from scratch. I don't know all the ins and outs. I don't know all the background. And that's my bad. I didn't dig around a ton. I just watched episode 1, really enjoyed it, really wanted to talk about it, and so we're going to do that. But before we get started, as always, spoilers ahead for the first episode of The Broadcast Objective. It's called Fresh Meat, by the way. Delightful. That doesn't sound like an ominous title at all. But yes, we will be talking about, you know, the challenge, who wins, who loses, all that kind of stuff. and obviously the story beats and all that kind of thing. So if you haven't watched this episode yet and you are planning on doing so and you don't want me ruining it for you, as always, you can hop on to the next chapter in the video and maybe come back and listen to me waffle about it afterwards if you want. But the spoiler warning isn't the only warning I have to give you, because we also did get a warning when the episode started. The show is rated 15 plus for some mild language and violence? No, maybe it should be rated 15 plus and also be listed as caution for Mikeys. Alright, anyway, from the warning screen, we have a slow camera pan upwards as the words, "Disaster came and all stood still. Where life once was, now holes to fill. Time cares not if none are left to mourn. From what remained, new flesh is born." Oh, okay. And then that shot keeps panning upwards, and then it settles on a city engulfed in a green beam. Jeez, talk about an ominous start. What could possibly lead to this happening? So after that head scratcher of an opening, we're suddenly at LAX. Ah, so we're in the quote-unquote real world in this show. Alright, love that. I do love me an object show that takes place in real-world places. So, as this is the first episode, we have to do the usual thing now and meet some new faces.
Like, how about this one?
That's good.
Oh my god! Like, hi! I told you she'd show up. Rage, look! You, totally kept us waiting forever.
Hey, you made us come here 3 hours early.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to delay the...
Whoa, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I was, just pulling your leg or whatever. I'm Stacy, and this is my bestie of all time.
Your boat?
Okay, so this is Stacy, who is a diamond, Rachel, Kick, and Alice, who's a soda bottle. Sounds like Stacy might have bumped into Alice somewhere earlier and invited her to join Rachel and herself 3 hours ago. But yeah, since we're in an airport, that means everyone's taking a flight. Somewhere. And once the plane is up in the sky, we can see some more new folks and their connections to each other. Like this perfume bottle. Julie. Who seems to be staring down that egg timer. Ollie. So what's the deal there?
Hey. How's it going?
Hey.
Is everything alright? You keep staring at that person, and... is something wrong?
Are you kidding? Of course something's wrong. Miss Perfect over there is my freaking problem.
Miss Perfect?
Oh, don't get me started. 3rd grade spelling bee, I was in the lead. Ollie beats me with iridocyclitis. The Great Turkey Trot Marathon, Ollie just beat me out. College graduation, he got my diploma.
Oh my god, how'd she do that?
She's the one who picked up the mail for everyone in the dorm, but that's not the point.
There might be some unwarranted ill feelings going on here. Certainly doesn't seem like Ollie was trying to outdo Julie on purpose. And poor Asher, and the watermelon slice wearing the adorable headphones, also doesn't seem to want to get involved, and pops their music on. Loudly. Leaving Julie alone with her thoughts. Which paves the way for us to head over to someone else.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me, Mitch. You've got to treat your girl better.
What are you reading about?
Oh, hey. Just some basic reading material.
This is a gossip magazine for teen girls.
And adult men. Besides, we're gonna be in this magazine soon enough.
What?
Oh, come on. A reality show. Every household in America. 20 desperate nobodies fighting for some mystery prize. That's what it's all about.
You don't think there's gonna be that much drama, right?
So this is Jamie, Lipstick, and Blizz, Stickerbuck, and I love both of them. This is just one of those Mikey sees character and instantly clicks with them moments, except this time there's two of them at once. I don't know, there's just something about both of them that just made me go, oh, okay, yeah, they're all both awesome. So we learned from Jamie that everyone is heading to a reality show with a mystery prize that's also being aired on TV. Wow, chance at winning a cool prize, and even if you don't win it, there's still a chance for fame. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, Blizz dropping the line about there not being that much drama definitely doesn't feel like a setup for anything, does it? Time to meet someone who's already a star now, though. Like they need any more attention.
Lemmy Lemon has entered the building. No need to be intimidated. I'm just a normal person like you. Just, far more talented.
What a laugh.
Lead guitarist and vocalist of world-famous band Lemon G. Rind. Two-time non-consecutive Rave Award winners. Don't touch me.
Oh yeah, Lemmy. A lemon, surprise, surprise, is all ego and no tact. But he's met his match already with Brett, the button, and Russell, the candy ring, who both shun him and his attempts to impress them. Good on them. Okay, now that everyone is here, apparently, it's time to meet our host.
Welcome one and all to the scenic Valina Archipelago. My name is What? Contestants, please pay attention. Everything is okay. I don't think that's normal.
No, it's not.
Wow, that is gnarly.
Is it contagious? Everybody shut up right now, I'm gonna explode!
Thank God nobody called my bluff.
Thank you. Now, everyone, I'd like to introduce you to my close personal friend and co-host of the show, Worm. The 20 of you will be competing here for a grand...
18. There are 18 of us. Did your ward not explain? There was a gas leak on the plane. It was horrible. I barely made it out alive. The choking, the screaming...
Okay, sorry. Should have said time to meet our hosts. Plural. Also, hi there, Lizzie. The beat. What's this about a gas leak on the plane? 2 contestants died? Okay. Do we need to discuss this more? Do we need to hold a moment of silence? What's the deal? Can't you just randomly drop that 2 people died? Is the show not liable for that? Well, I mean, rip to whoever they were, I suppose. Even though we never got to meet them, I still feel bad for them. Anyway, Apple continues, saying that the 18 contestants will take part in a contest to win a mystery prize, which Jamie already told us. Come on, Apple. Tell us something we don't know. How about that there's going to be teams?
You may have noticed 2 plots of land. All the foods will move onto the plot to my left, and all the rest to the one on my right.
Whoa, watch it, Ever McBeaver. You're on the food team, Lipstick.
Lipstick? You mean me? First, I have a name, and second, I am not a food.
Oh, yes, you are. I eat lipstick all the time. It makes my mouth taste funny.
Gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. Hey, what's the deal? You look bubbly. And not in a good way.
It's just a lot to deal with. I mean, even a simple thing like this, I overthink it. Like, am I really the drink or the glass? Do I really belong anywhere?
Well, for what it's worth, if I'm here, it doesn't seem to mean much. I'm Jamie. Nice to have a friend.
I guess if you really think about it, anything can be food if you try hard enough. Please don't try, though. I did pick up on the fact that Worm called Jamie Lipstick, and not her real name, though. Interesting. But hey, Jamie and Alice look like they're going to get along great. Am I the drink or the glass? It's such a good line. And like, in my own brain, thinking about that, I'm thinking that Alice is talking about which team they should be on, but also who they really are as well. Kind of identity crisis stuff going on there. It's just that's how I read it. All right, now that the teams are sorted, Stacey has a question about where everyone's going to sleep. Because she needs a lot of rest to stay this shiny, apparently. Worm says that rest needs to be earned around these parts. Isn't that right, Apple?
Correct! This is a survival show, and it's time to get started on our first challenge, building team bases. Oh, can I bunk with Rach? You and, Cake? I'm sorry, but no. The cabins will be separated by team. What? No. You, cannot separate me from my bestie. Can't we, have our own team? Well, I suppose if you're able to get 4 more people to join you.
Yeah, I want out of the food pyramid. I don't feel like part of a balanced breakfast. Splitting up increases our survival odds.
So, those initial teams didn't last long, huh? Time to make some new ones. But before we do, a quick glance back at Jamie and Alice. Okay, I already love Jamie, but add Alice to the list as well now. Maybe Jamie just brings out the best in others. Jamie joins up with Stacey and Rachel's team along with Rooney, a Cloud, and Lizzie too. Quite an interesting bunch. They need one more though.
Hello? Do you guys need one more?
Yes, of course! A nice pattern, by the way. Totes fab.
Oh, hey Blaze. Coming to hang out with Jamie some more, huh? Alright, okay. I like this bunch. Lizzie seems a little, off, but, let's not judge a beat by its ripeness. We don't get to meet the other teams yet, though, because it's super fun and bouncy intro sequence time. Yeah, totally normal intro featuring... Wait, who were they? And why is Blaze so scared of Lizzie here? Oh, well, maybe it's because of this? The heck? Lizzie, what are you doing? You leave Alice alone. And hey, we do actually get to meet the teams there in that intro. For the sake of argument, let's just number them for now. So, Team 1, Stacey, Blaze, Jamie, Rooney, Rachel, and Lizzie. Team 2, there's Loveheart, self-explanatory object. Alice, Brad, the celery fella. Russell, Lemmy, and Asher. And Team 3, we've got Edgar, the spork. Brett, Milo, who is a map of the Ballina Archipelago, which is handy, considering that's where the contest is taking place. Ollie, Jen, who's the matchbox, and Julie. Funny how Julie ended up on the same team as her rival. Well, that's going to be fun. So Apple kicks off the challenge, saying there are hidden stashes of material hidden around the island, and for everyone to get started. Ollie takes charge of her team and says that they have to make their place the best for everyone. Edgar has an important request before they get building, though.
I need a soundproof basement. I'm gonna need it for... activities.
Done! Absolutely! No questions about it!
Ollie, maybe I could lead this venture? Let someone else take charge for once in your perfect life?
Of course! I always love partnering with you!
Thank you. Wait, partners?
I'm not going to question what kind of activities Edgar is referring to. But I am going to go back to what I said earlier about Julie maybe being a bit too harsh on Ollie when talking about him earlier. Ollie seems really keen on her and wanting to work with her. At least seemingly. Over to Stacy and the gang, and Rachel suggests building a treehouse. I never got to experience one of those growing up, so maybe I can live vicariously through this bunch. Lizzie doesn't seem to care what the overall idea is, though.
I can go, search for materials. I'll be on my way.
What's your name, Stickerbuck?
Blaze.
Cool. Blaze, you can help me make a blueprint. Everyone else, look for supplies. But Stace, I need you to do something special.
Oh, do you need my help with the blueprint?
What? No. I need help with that beat. I think there's something going on with her, and I want you to scope her out for me, but don't get caught.
Aye, Captain.
Yeah, she just wants to go hunting. For materials. Not in the least bit suspicious. Stacy, you'd better watch yourself following her. And on the final team, we have another ego taking the leadership role right from the start. Brad.
I watch a lot of motivational videos online, often about someone building a cabin with their bare hands. Doing the math, one person's work, it takes 12 hours divided by us. That equals success.
12 hours divided by 6 people. So you're thinking you can get all this done in 2 hours, huh? Best of luck with that. Sure hope everyone plays along. Hey, you know who we haven't seen for a while? Rooney. What the heck are they up to? Whoa, wait, Rooney has telekinetic powers? That's cool. Is that like a common thing in this world? Like, what? Oh, I can't wait to see what they do now they found some bricks to work with. Oh no. No. I didn't want to be right about Lizzie, but that knife sure did look familiar. And honestly, Lizzie's the only one we've seen be armed. Does that mean she killed the 2 other contestants on the plane as well? Mikey's not feeling so good. Rooney, we barely got to know you. I mean, we didn't see them die though, so maybe they're okay. Maybe for now we distract ourselves by heading back to Ollie/Julie's team to see if they've got started on building something yet. Well, no, not yet they haven't. But they do have a bunch of supplies. Turns out Jen is an online retailer, so this is their jam. However, that fits into everything. Unless Jen just had all of this stuff with her, which is a heck of a lot of stuff to be carrying around. After a little bit of a tussle over who gets to use the team's megaphone. Wait, megaphone? Did all of the teams get one of these, or did these guys just find this one? Anyway, Julie thinks they need way more building material than this. But Ollie says, nope, been half an hour already, so they should just make do and get on with it. Julie sighs, but also reluctantly agrees. Better than arguing for the rest of the challenge. Brett's not happy with what they have, though.
How boring. Oh, Jennifer, do you perhaps have any fine art supplies in that pile? Glitter glue, safety scissors?
Sure, but I do charge a premium for the non-essentials like this.
A fancy man requires fancy materials. I get it. I totally get it. As all of the teams settle into building their houses, we better check in with Stacy. See if she's managed to keep up with Lizzie.
Oh my god, they're like gardening? But how are they gonna plant stuff in the sand?
Oh my god, that's like not gardening That's totally murder!
It was just as I suspected. Potent displays of magic. Perfect for our needs.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, I guess that confirms Rooney's dead then. Okay, alright. 1 on the dark counter, right now. And this is, without a doubt, going to be the first of many for this series. I'm so scared. I hope we don't have to add another one to the counter before this scene ends, though. Stacy, please be okay.
How fun. We found a friend to join us, dear. Ah, this is all so much more fun with an active prey. Don't worry. I'm not going to kill you. Today. And not tomorrow. Maybe not even the day after. I'm going to have my fun.
Darling.
Don't say a word. I'm going to explain what comes next. I will walk away. You will return to your team. You will say nothing. If you do not follow my word, I will kill you. Now, let the fun begin.
Okay, another one for the dark counter. I got actual legit chills during Lizzie's little speech there. Absolutely terrifying. Terrifying. And poor Stacey. I hate it. This whole show. I'm going to spend this entire show being worried about who Lizzie picks off next. Oh my god. Before we walk away from this scene shaking in our boots, though, there was an interesting line from Lizzie when she was talking to Bonnie, and that's her carrot girlfriend, when she said that Rooney's magic power was just what they needed. What do they need it for? Is it something to do with the green beam of doom we saw during the intro? Okay. So aside from the murders, we've got that intrigue going on. So not just murdering for the sake of murdering because certain people have certain talents. But how does murdering them help? I don't know. Does Lizzie got the ability to kill someone and take their power or something? I don't know. Look. I guess if anybody does have any other cool talents, they might be better off, not showing them off, I guess. Because that could put them in the crosshairs. I don't know. Okay. Gotta get back to the challenge. I mean, it's hard to focus on the challenge when there's something way, way more important and deadly happening, but hey. Why not get to know and love a bunch more characters who are probably going to end up brutally slaughtered? Why does Mikey put himself through things like this? So as Brad watches the rest of his team do all of the work, he spots Lemmy getting all chummy with Russell and Loveheart, and calls him over for a chat, saying that he needs to be careful who he hangs around with, hinting that he doesn't want him getting too close to those two. Guess Brad's just trying to make sure he has one person to back him up during potential elimination votes. Actually, nah, it turns out that he's just trying to warn Lemmy to stay away from sugary products, because they're bad for you. You can read all about it on his page, apparently. Not that Lemmy, or me, have even heard of it.
Never heard of it before.
What? As if! I've got 12,000 followers!
12,000 followers. I've got less than a weird sugar hater.
Well, Lemmy, I guess me and you were both gonna just have to admit we're all washed up. Had to accept, I know, but comes to us all eventually. Over to Rachel and company's treehouse now, and, yeah, this doesn't look super stable, does it? Definitely can't be having any parties in there. Rachel's trying to look on the bright side, though.
It just needs to stand, that's all we need to do.
Oh,
good. Great job.
It's okay. We know it's terrible.
Oh, thank God. This, like, blows. Can I see the blueprint?
Sure, it's not like we have anything to lose.
Oh, this is actually pretty good. I just think we need some extra beams here. Or something.
What? No, that doesn't... Wait, no, you're right. Huh. How do you know this?
Oh, I, took a couple of extracurricular classes in architecture back in community college. I was pretty into it for a while.
Well now, full of hidden talents is Stacy. Would be such a shame for a life like that to be wasted. Right, Lizzie? Right? Things aren't looking quite as bright for Ollie and her team, though.
Awesome! We finished the first wall!
No. Are you kidding me? I did not get... second place in the carpentry finals for this to happen?
Julie, it's okay.
No! Milo! You were in charge of getting the supplies!
What? I don't know, man. It was all gone when I got there.
And Brett, you just sat around the whole time, knitting some quilts!
This quilt, which I made for free, will surely sell for millions.
You can't just put a blanket on rubble and call it a house!
Hey, wait a minute. Maybe you can.
One wall. And it wasn't even propped up with anything. Maybe Brett's quilt can save the day, though? As Apple starts the judging, and starts with that particular team, they have managed to throw a tent together. But actually, it's a tent with style.
Ta-da!
Oh my! How cute! It shows you don't need to have a lot to make a lot.
I'm not impressed. 3 out of 10.
That worm is an absolute buffoon.
Brett, I appreciated your hard work and effort, buddy. Don't let Worm's terrible taste put you off. Now, let's see if Stacy's skills help balance out that treehouse. Wow, looks like they pulled it off. How does it look on the inside, though?
How homey. What do you think, Worm?
I like it. It reminds me of a tree. And that's where apples live. And I like you. And you're an apple. And I'm a worm.
Oh, Worm, that's so sweet. 7 out of 10. I like it.
Alright, 7 out of 10. Not bad. What about the final team, then? Did Brad manage to motivate everyone enough to build something spectacular? Oh. Alright, wow. Consider me bowled over, impressed, and surprised. Again, though, big question. What about the inside, though?
There's so many rooms.
My idea. I think I deserve bonus points for that.
Well, there's no points on this show, but I can give you this.
What in God's name is this?
It's a gold star. You'll get plenty if you keep it up, just like Worm here.
Plebeian.
All in all, this for sure deserves
1,000,000 bajillion out of 10.
Let's round that down to 10 out of 10.
Lame.
What an exciting competition. The food team, pending a better name, has won tonight's contest. Make sure to join us next episode for higher stakes, loftier ambitions, and real consequences. I'm Apple.
And I'm Worm. We'll see you next time on the Broadcast Objective!
Alright, fine. They did good. But I got quite a jolt when the episode ended like that. Just a little reminder that this is a show being broadcast to supposedly millions of people, I suppose. And also no eliminations, other than Rooney and the 2 mystery plane victims. Consider it a warm-up challenge? Unless Apple and Worm knew about Rooney, and that did count as an elimination. I'm not going to think about that too much. Speaking of Rooney's untimely death, is Stacy going to spill the beans about Lizzie?
So I wanted to check in about what happened when I sent you to follow Lizzie. Did you see anything?
No, I didn't.
Ooh, well, Lizzie's secret is safe for now. I wonder if Stacey kept quiet because she believes Lizzie might actually spare her if she doesn't mention it, or because that picture she took was not the best. Yeah, not exactly incriminating evidence, is it? Maybe Stacey's going to try a look at getting something more conclusive? Who knows? Not me. All I know is that I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the last death in this show. And then, during the credits, we get to meet some of the people working on the show, doing some behind-the-scenes recording. And I mean, the people working on the show within the show. You know what I mean.
Hi guys, welcome to the behind-the-scenes footage of a very new special show called The Broadcast Objective. It's my first day on the job, and I'm so excited to show you guys what it's like. Oh, hi Ren! How excited are you for the show?
I don't want to be a part of whatever it is that you're doing.
Oh, come on! Don't you want to be in my video?
Film me, don't film me. I'm not engaging. I just want to eat my cheeses.
It's not even good cheese.
Cut!
Excellent directing, ma'am. Just excellent.
Alright, take 10.
This is our director, Miranda Ainsley. She's so passionate about her job.
Miss Ainsley!
Emily, put the camcorder away.
Oh, sorry, boss. Jerk.
Look, with the job title of Best Boy...
Not a real position.
Shut up. I have a responsibility to make sure nobody abuses their position. Especially young, stupid people like you.
You're a year younger than me.
In body, not in mind.
30 seconds to shoot. Everyone get ready.
Well, lovely chat. Toodles.
Toodles.
So, we briefly met Ren there, a cup of coffee, who did not want to be filmed and just wanted to eat cheese. Hey, a kindred spirit. Okay, so I mean, I don't mind being filmed, but I'm always down for a good cheese. Behind the camera was Emily, Nacho Chip, and we also meet the show's director, Miranda, clipboard, and the best boy, Neil, a megaphone, who also happens to be a huge jerk. Well, judging by the minute or so we got to see him anyway. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of them as time goes on, but in what capacity? I have no idea. At least we found out who they were after seeing them in the intro. Alright, and that's that. What a fun and terrifying first episode. I haven't actually watched the original episodes yet, like I mentioned before we got started, and I'm still not sure if I will. Or maybe I will watch the original first episode now that the first remake's out, and then maybe I'll watch the other ones as the other remake episodes come out, to kind of like, I don't know, wear them together. I don't know. I'll figure that one out. But I won't be talking about the original episodes, though. I'm just going to focus on the remakes, I think. But anyway, regardless, I am 100% invested in all of these characters, even the dead ones, and I can't not see who lives and who dies. I have to stay tuned in now because I need to know what happens to everybody. Even if, everyone dies. Anyway, this is amazing stuff. Definitely worth your time. Do bear in mind that warning for the content, though. Obviously, we talked about it anyway, but just bear that in mind. But definitely worth checking out. Very good. Very, very good. All right, over to another new episode now. And episode 2 of the Object comic by ToastedNoodle came out. It's called Radiophobe's Nightmare. I'll do the usual thing. This is like the third time in this video now. But yes, spoilers, obviously. We're going to talk about who got eliminated. Talk about the challenge. Who wins the challenge? Who's up for elimination? You know the deal by now. Let's just get started on this, shall we? Also, this is pretty timely because we talked about episode 1 of this show not super duper long ago. Let's have a quick reminder of the premise. We have a kooky host named Francium and a prize of $1 quintillion. And then we have 10 contestants split across 2 teams. Team Teeth, and that's cheese, toast, redstone, bouncy ball, and apple. And Team Citrus, buckety blueberry, bubblegum, perfume, and strawberry. And last time, Citrus lost the challenge, so they're the ones who are up for elimination, or were up for elimination. Alright, now we're all caught up on things. It seems as though Francium has done that typical host thing, and done a disappearing act, with bubblegum and blueberry starting off the episode discussing their whereabouts. But they don't need to worry, because, as is usually the case, merely mentioning the person who isn't around spawns them in.
It's time for elimination.
Oh my god, that scared me! That actually scared me!
Francium, you weirdo! Why? Ugh. Now that the jump scare's out the way, Team Citrus gathers around for the first elimination, and Buckety doesn't seem quite prepared for it. I'm sure you'll be fine, buddy. Probably. Maybe. Only one way to find out, though.
We got 2,546 votes. The most ever.
Ugh, no dip. That's not even funny, Francium. You should not even try to be a comedian. Just stick to hosting, babe. Hope this helps.
Strawberry is the first one safe with only 8.6% of the vote.
Oh my gosh, yes! What's my prize?
Prize?
Well, yeah. Do I get, like, cake or something?
What gave you that idea?
But...
Perfume just said what we're all thinking, right? The most votes ever joke is so overplayed. And sorry, Strawberry, no cake for you. This isn't that kind of show. You win the quintillion at the end of it, or you win nothing. Congrats on being safe, though. Also safe is Blueberry with 12.8% of the vote, and Bubblegum with 14.1%. I do like this, the percentages of the votes rather than numbers. That's kind of an interesting way of doing it. And ooh, now we know our bottom two.
Perfume and Buckety.
Oh, come on. Don't threaten me. No one's gonna vote me out.
Obviously people did. You're in the bottom two.
Yeah, right. He's just trying to scare me.
Francium never lies. Buckety is safe with only 23.9% of the votes. Perfume is out with a whopping 40.7% of the votes.
What?
Perfume.
What are you doing?
Where did she go?
Yeah, where? An island? A funny little cage? An alternate dimension?
Hell.
Oh, well, that sure did bring the mood down quickly. So we're going to have those kinds of eliminations, huh? Maybe this is just a temporary little trip to hell, or until the competition's over. Like, you know, a little whistle-stop tour. I need objectshows to stop torturing their characters, seriously. So what have Team Teeth been getting up to while Team Citrus have been getting traumatized? Well, they've been holding a rock, paper, scissors tournament. Which, admittedly, seems a lot safer than some of the other stuff they were getting up to before the contest started.
Shit! What?
Okay, well, mostly safer than some of the other stuff they were getting up to. It's also what the first challenge was, so I guess they just wanted to keep that rolling. Next round is Cheese versus Redstone. Ooh, I'm invested. Can't wait to see who wins.
Now let's get to it! Rock, paper, scissors...
What is it?
Challenge time.
That scared the crap out of me, Francie.
Today's challenge is simple. 2 uranium rods are somewhere in the Great Forest. If you can...
That forest?
Yes!
Did you say uranium rods?
Well, that's good.
What?
You're not deaf! The first team to bring me a uranium rod gets immunity. The other team will be up for elimination.
Why uranium rods? Wait, why is that bad?
Uranium is radioactive, dude.
No, yeah, holding uranium rods will definitely give us long-term irreversible diseases.
On the contrary, Apple, how do you think you're alive?
Huh?
Anyways, begin!
Good. 2 Francium jump scares in one episode is too many. Sheesh. And this challenge does seem a bit on the, dangerous side, doesn't it? I do wonder, though, if Francium asking Apple how they think they're alive is a hint at the fact that Francium is also highly radioactive, and they've all just been hanging around a living embodiment of it. So, you know, maybe they're all immune? Could also be a reference to the fact that apple seeds have trace amounts of cyanide in them. Or it could be both of those things. Or none of those things. I could have just totally misinterpreted it. I'm going to shut up now. Well, I'm not, because I need to talk about the rest of the episode. Team Citrus know they need to really pull out a win this time, or they'll be facing a 5 against 3 situation. Bubblegum takes a little swipe at Buckety at this point, saying that they're already kind of in that scenario. Rude. But Blueberry doesn't think so.
Buckety.
Yeah?
You're made of lead, right?
I think. Is that bad?
No, not at all. Lead is immune to radiation. This means you can carry the uranium rod without us having to worry about the health hazards.
I don't know.
And in the meantime, we'll all look for the rod. Wait, where's the boys?
They went to the forest like a minute ago.
Nice thought process there, Blueberry, but while you were trying to meticulously plan things, the boys on Team Teeth just charged right into danger, surprising absolutely nobody. Luckily for them, though, Apple has a Geiger counter, for some reason, and it doesn't take long for them to find one of the rods.
Is that it right there?
Oh, shoot, yeah, actually.
Woo! Talk me up there, Redstone.
Ooh, and Blueberry and Buckety with the steel. And as Bubblegum deals with Redstone, ow, and Strawberry takes out Bouncy Ball and Toast. Oh, wait, takes out Toast with Bouncy Ball. All is looking pretty good for Team Citrus.
Oh my gosh! I feel incredible! Blueberry, listen to me!
Ah! What? Okay. Where's the other rod?
I got it.
Bubblegum, I wouldn't... No, you know what? Let's just go.
Guys, they took the last rod.
Apple, I can't walk.
Fine. There, let's go.
Oh my gosh!
Ooh, ow. You...
Get her, Redstone!
Francium, catch!
Citrus was the first team to bring me a uranium rod, so they win!
Yay!
So where did Buckety go? Off on a uranium-fueled adventure, I suppose. But even so, Team Citrus still pulled it out of the bag, and Team Teeth are going to be losing a member. Hard choice for me, actually, but I did go for Bouncy Ball. Sorry, buddy. It did take me a long time to pick someone, though. So yeah, this episode was a year and a month in the making, and I've got to say thanks again to Swag for introducing me to the show just in time for this one to come out. She also did an awesome job working on it too, doing animation and the VA stuff, along with everyone else who worked on the show, of course, including ToastedNoodle. I mean, there is a channel. Great stuff. He's hoping we don't have to wait until 2027 for episode 3. I'm mostly kidding. It'll be done when it's done. Alright, and that is it for another episode of Object Show Roundup. 3 episodes of shows covered today, and I feel like that probably is kind of my limit, you know. Maybe squeeze in 4 if some of the episodes are a bit on the shorter side, but ooh, yeah. Definitely a beefy enough one, I think, for now. So yes, thank you everybody for being here and hanging out. Hope you're all looking forward to the live stream next week. I probably need to do a proper announcement about times and stuff for that, don't I? Yes, I think I'm probably going to go live the same time the videos normally get uploaded. So that's going to be either like 1 Eastern or 2 Eastern. I know there's a bajillion time zones. I'm so sorry. I will try and specify better. I will post about it sometime during the week once I've made the decision on exactly when I'm going to start the stream. But yeah, I hope you're all looking forward to that. Just a chance to chill, hang out with each other. Hold my voice. And if I do get time during the week, I will try and get a middle of the week OSR episode up as well to cover some other things before we roll into the live stream over the weekend. But we shall see. We shall see. Anyway, yeah, thanks again everyone for being here. Don't forget to do all the usual things to make the YouTube algorithms and I guess me happy, and like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Drop a comment if you want to chat about stuff below. I try to respond to people's comments when I get the chance to. And yeah, thanks for being here, whether you were here for 5 seconds or just a couple of sections of the video or the whole thing. Love and appreciate you all. And I will see you in the next episode, whether it is a midweek OSR episode or the live stream. I guess whatever it is, I'll see you then. Toodaloo.